Hey guys, here we are, lesson 27, Mysteries at Cliff Palace. Before I begin reading our Reader's Theater story this week, I want to point out a few words that you will hear. They will make reference to the ancestral Puebloan people, and that is a group that we've talked about in social studies, which consists of about 22 Native American tribes that lived all across what is now the United States. We're also going to hear about where these characters are, and that is Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado. So they give you a nice map here and sort of highlight where this larger portion is showing. Okay, so here we go. 10-year-old Ruben, his older sister Rosa, and their parents are visiting Mesa Verde National Park in Colorado. They're with a group waiting for a ranger-guided tour of the cliff dwellings. Wow, this is going to be great. I'm going to solve one of the great mysteries of ancient North America with the help of my trusty notebook. Just look how many dwellings are built into the cliff alcove down there. All those walls and towers inside the ledge are really cool. This was all built by the ancestral Puebloan people. That's right. These dwellings have been here about 800 years. I can't wait to see Cliff Palace up close. I'm sure I can find some clues to the mystery of why people all disappeared. Right, Reuben. You can't even keep track of your lucky pen. So how can you solve a real mystery? Don't remind me, Rosa. I looked all over the car for it. Hey, Reuben, here comes the ranger. I bet she knows a lot about the Puebloan mystery. Ranger Jenkins arrives and introduces herself. Gather round, everyone. We'll be descending 100 feet into the canyon. It's quite a trek, so be prepared. Aren't there 5 8-foot ladders to climb? It's challenging, but you can do it. I hope I can. It's so hot. I'll push you along if you need it. Just promise you'll tell me if you find any clues to the mystery. Rosa, didn't you have a question for Ranger Jenkins? Yes. Why is the park named Mesa Verde? Doesn't that mean green table in Spanish? Exactly. You see these huge flat hills all around us? They're sometimes called plateaus, but they're as flat as tabletops, so they're also called mesas. And verde just refers to all the green plants and trees growing here. Reuben waves his hand urgently. I've been reading a lot about the ancestral Puebloans who built these cities like Cliff Palace. I read that at some time they just left here, and I'm trying to figure out why. Great question, Reuben. Historians have been puzzling over this mystery for a long time. I'd like to hear your ideas. Well, I'm not sure, but what I want to know is how they built those dwellings. We'll talk a bit about that during our tour, Rosa. Okay, did everyone see the alcoves in the canyon walls? These cliffs are made of sandstone and shale, and sandstone is soft. It easily breaks and crumbles away. Over time, that breaking and crumbling carved the alcoves out of the rock. So when did the ancestral Puebloans start living here? They came to this area around 600 CE, but it wasn't until about 1200 that they built these dwellings in the cliffs. Let's go take a closer look at their handiwork. Watch where you're walking, everyone. The steps down are really rough and uneven. Reuben doesn't notice he's dropped his notebook on the steps. His mother hands it to him and then goes ahead to take pictures. How about that pen you were missing, Reuben? Did you find it yet? I don't know where it went, Dad. It's not in any of my pockets. See, I told you. How can he solve an ancient mystery? He can't even solve the mystery of his missing stuff. Dad, tell Rosa to stop teasing. In fact, I bet she has my pen. I do not. What does it look like? It has a digital thermometer on it, so I can tell the temperature. I always use it when I take tests. Listen up, everyone. This round pit in front of us is called a kiva. It's a ceremonial room. The ancestral Puebloans built kivas for special religious ceremonies. If you look over there, you can see where the people climbed up the cliffs to the top of the mesa farm. And of course, this is Cliff Palace. Cliff Palace has 23 kivas and 150 rooms, which housed about 100 people, we think. Man, look at these cliff dwellings. And those towers. Just think of the work that went into building all of this. Yeah, but the people only lived here for around 75 to 100 years. Why would they just leave? Maybe they were thirsty, like me. It's so hot here, and I already drank all my water. Hey, you could be right, Rosa. There was a drought here sometime, wasn't there? Yes, there was. The drought began in 1276 and may have lasted for 20 years. A lot of people think that ancestral Puebloans left after their crops died and they didn't have enough food. On the other hand, the people had survived droughts in the past. They stored food to prepare for the hard times. Why would this drought drive them away if they had survived others? Don't some people think maybe a war forced them to leave? Right. There may have been a war. It may have started with one group raiding another for food. Or the different groups fought for each other's land to get the best places to grow crops and find water. After discussing their ideas with Ranger Jenkins, Reuben decides to look for clues. Reuben, did you see where Rosa went? Mom, all these dwellings are made of sandstone bricks. The Puebloans made them one, by hand. So why leave after all that work? It's great that you're keeping notes on this mystery, Reuben, but you didn't see Rosa wander off? Wait, my notebook. Dad, I lost it again. We'll look for your notebook, Reuben, once we find Rosa. I'll go see if she's with that group over there. It's almost time to go. Take a few more minutes to look around, and then we'll climb those ladders up the cliff. Quick, let's check all around the dwellings. Reuben looks around. He finds Rosa sitting in the shade of a rock wall near one of the Cliff Palace dwellings. What are you doing way over here, Rosa? Looking for shade. I was really hot and tired. I just needed to get out of the sun. You should have told Mom where you were going. I know. I was just going to sit here for a minute, but then I started looking at these cool bricks, and I started thinking how terrible it must have been to have no water here. That could be why the ancestral Puebloans left, even though they worked so hard to build this city. So you haven't found out the reason for sure? Now I'm really wondering about it too. No, and my notebook's lost again. Here it is. You left it by a tower, so I picked it up for you. Great. Do you have my pen too? I promise I do not have your pen, Reuben. I wish I did. Then I could see exactly how hot it is out here. But being here makes me want to help solve this mystery. Good. But we better get back. It's almost time to go. Rosa and Reuben return to the group. Their parents are happy to see Rosa safe. The tour is about to end. So, Reuben, before we go, have you solved the mystery of the ancestral Puebloans? No, but at least I have a few theories. Okay, I'm ready to climb this ladder. Wait, hold on, Mom. What's that sticking out of your back pocket? Oh my gosh! Looks like a digital thermometer. It's my lucky pen. Goodness, this thing? I found it on the ground near our car after we got here. I had no idea it was yours, Reuben. Here you go. Well, we solved the mysteries of the lost Rosa, the lost notebook, and the lost pen today. Not bad for one day's work. Yeah, and now I have my lucky pen back. Now that I have my lucky pen back, I might solve the ancestral Puebloans mystery in a few years. With some good research, you just might. Now, everybody, up we go. I believe that is the end. I hope you liked my voices, by the way. Take a good look at these pictures. Here's one of the kivas that Ranger Jenkins was describing to us. And here's what they were talking about when that rain over time sort of carved out this area underneath the rock.